it's not other people. Maybe it's our parents. I mean, maybe they were mad at us in the past, and we're afraid that they're gonna get mad at us again. And we keep our mouths shut. Stay quiet, expecting them to get mad again. Not knowing what they could get mad at us for in the future. I mean, now that we know they could get mad at you, it could be for something else. So maybe that's why we care so much about their opinions of us. You know, over the pandemic, we had no escape from them, and it's still like that. We were stuck with them at home, and before, it wasn't like that. We had time to ourselves just by default, where we were by ourselves. We weren't around anyone. And it wasn't because we actively tried to like be alone with no one around. That's just how it was. For if you had parents, then for a certain time of the day, you were just at home, at, by yourself while they went to work. You just have the entire house to yourself. And just me explaining that, if you didn't really know that before, then that is kind of a sign that things have changed, because that was kind of just, everyone had time on their own, like without anyone, like before. But now it just seems like we're constantly surrounded by people, whether we like it or not. We're constantly surrounded by trying to get away from them, I guess. Like, if we aren't, like, mean, like, if you've moved out, like, you're you're trying to make sure you don't end up back in with them, I guess. If if you wanted to move out, I mean, but if like before the pandemic, um, your situation was already like you were already on your own, then I guess it still is that way now. Like, you still you're in a good place because you were you were able to be on your own, and like things stayed the same, and you were in a good you were where you wanted to be. But um for me, I had the house to myself. Like, I mean, just look at a lot of different like movies and stuff where they pretend to be sick, and the kid pretends to be sick, and then they have the entire house to themselves, for example, and their parents go to work, so they have the entire house. I'm just saying this scenario to give you an idea, and they were able to do whatever they wanted. So that's kind of how life was. You had your own life, your own personality. But now with like your parents constantly there, they know everything you do, and you constantly feel this pressure, this, and a lot of times it feels like they're comparing you. They're they're trying to compare you to other people. Meanwhile, you're just staying stuck because you're afraid that if you do anything, it would be the wrong thing that would make them upset, that they wouldn't want you to do. And this bothers me because when you're constantly surrounded by them, they see you, and if you're in the same place as them, you you don't want them to look at you badly, right? But when they're not there, they don't have to know what you do. Like, you can take risks. You can afford to take risks. So, I guess that wraps up this rant. That's why I'm afraid of their opinion. Till next time, and bye.